Don Quixote, written by Miguel de Cervantes, is a monumental work of literature that tells the story of a man named Alonso Quixano, who, after reading too many chivalric romances, loses his grip on reality and decides to become a knight-errant. Taking the name Don Quixote de la Mancha, he sets out on a series of adventures to revive chivalry and defend the helpless, although his perception of the world is deeply skewed by his imagination. Don Quixote, armed with an old suit of armor, an ancient horse named Rocinante, and accompanied by his loyal squire Sancho Panza, embarks on what he believes to be noble quests. Don Quixote's adventures are often absurd because he mistakes ordinary things for grand challenges. For instance, in one of the novel's most iconic scenes, he attacks a group of windmills, believing them to be ferocious giants. His idealistic views and distorted reality lead him into numerous conflicts, where he tries to right perceived wrongs, but he often causes more harm than good. Sancho Panza, though more practical and grounded in reality, follows Don Quixote faithfully, hoping that his master will one day make good on his promises to grant him an island to govern. As the novel progresses, Don Quixote's delusions provide both comic relief and profound commentary on the nature of reality and idealism. Don Quixote sees himself as a heroic figure in a world where the values of knighthood have long faded, and this anachronistic behavior highlights the gap between his dreams and the real world. Through his adventures, Cervantes explores themes of sanity, idealism, the nature of literature, and the conflict between illusion and reality. Throughout the novel, Don Quixote encounters various characters who either mock him or try to help him return to his senses, but his delusion persists. One of these characters is a farmer named Samson Carrasco, who ultimately tries to bring Don Quixote back to reality by pretending to be a rival knight and defeating him in a mock duel. After being defeated, Don Quixote reluctantly agrees to abandon his knight-errant lifestyle and return home. In the final chapters, Don Quixote falls ill, and as he lies on his deathbed, he regains his sanity. Alonso Quixano renounces his knightly persona and reflects on the folly of his past adventures. He dies peacefully, leaving behind a legacy of both laughter and tragedy. At its core, Don Quixote is more than just a parody of knightly romances. It is a complex exploration of human nature, the pursuit of dreams, and the clash between idealism and reality. Cervantes' masterful storytelling weaves together humor, social critique, and existential questions about identity and purpose. Sancho Panza's loyalty and grounded nature serve as a counterbalance to Don Quixote's flights of fancy, and their dynamic relationship creates a profound commentary on friendship and the nature of companionship. The novel also delves into metafiction, as Cervantes plays with the boundaries between fiction and reality. Characters in the second part of the novel have read the first part of Don Quixote, and they react to Don Quixote and Sancho Panza based on the stories they have heard. This blending of narrative layers gives the novel a modern, self-aware quality that was groundbreaking for its time. Ultimately, Don Quixote is considered one of the greatest works of literature because of its rich character development, its deep philosophical insights, and its pioneering use of narrative techniques. Cervantes created a timeless story that continues to resonate with readers as they reflect on the balance between dreams and reality, the power of literature, and the enduring human desire to shape the world according to one's ideals.